If you love hamburgers just like I do, then you're going to love this mushroom burger bowl, full of all those classic flavours like a Big Mac inspired sauce. And instead of using beef patties, I'm going to be using mushrooms, and I'm going to cook them exactly the way you would cook a beef patty. Now, these field mushrooms, you can see how big they are, the size of my hand. They're meaty, they're super versatile, and they've got a really lovely umami flavour to them. The larger they are, the more intense the flavour is. So these are perfect for this. They're also going to withstand the heat coming from the pan. So let's turn our pan on, get that quite hot. I'm going to drizzle them with some oil just on the gills, and then we will turn it around and on the other side too. And no need to peel these mushrooms at all. Now, mushrooms love some seasoning, so a good pinch of salt on all sides. Fantastic. I'll also add some freshly cracked pepper. Okay, into the pan, and I'm going to put them gill side down to start with. And because these are quite large, I'm going to start by searing them off for 1 to 2 minutes. Then I'm going to put the lid on just to steam them slightly. Now, while they're cooking, let's get on to the all-important Big Mac style sauce or burger sauce. In a bowl, I'm going to add some tomato sauce. Traditionally, there's no tomato sauce in Big Mac sauce, but I like the sweetness of it. So in that goes, along with some American style mustard, some Worcestershire sauce, give that a bit of a mix, some garlic powder, and sweet paprika. Don't use smoked paprika for this one. Sweet paprika is what we're after. Okay, and now for the mayonnaise. So about a cup of mayonnaise. Use a good quality whole egg mayonnaise and give that a stir. Now we need to add some onion. So I've just finely chopped some onion and reserved the rest for the garnish of our salad. Pickles, I'll just finely chop the pickles and then into little cubes. Now I'm only using one of the pickles for the sauce, and the rest can also go into the salad. Okay, in it goes. Another little mix. And I'm just going to have a quick taste just to make sure the seasoning's correct. Ooh, it's so good. A little bit of tang there too. Love that. All right, let's have a look at these mushrooms. I can smell that they're already frying nicely. Look at that caramelisation. That's what we're after. Turn them over. I will add just a tiny splash of water and lid on. And I'll just steam them for about 2 to 3 minutes just so they get cooked all the way through. Then we can take the lid off. In the meantime, I'm just going to finely shred some iceberg lettuce. All right, let's have a look at our mushies. Oh, they smell good. Turn them over. Yep, see how we've got that nice caramelisation? We'll turn them back now and we can add our cheese. I'm using American style cheese, so they can go straight onto the gill side. You can do it on any side you like. And turn the heat all the way down. In fact, you can turn the heat off if it's quite high, and then the lid back on. And that cheese is going to take moments just to melt over that delicious mushroom. It's going to be so delicious. While that's melting away, let's start building our bowl. So at the base of the bowl, we've got our crunchy lettuce. Spread that out. And I'm keeping it very, very simple because it's all about the mushrooms for this. But of course, you could add many different vegetables to this. You could add some cabbage, you could add some cucumbers, whatever you like. And I'll just add these cherry tomatoes to one side. Some more of that pickle. I'm just going to cut them on an angle. Just some thin slices. I just love pickles in my hamburger and this burger bowl. So pickles on one side. Let's have a look at the mushrooms. Ooh, look at that. See how that cheese has just melted completely over it. This one looks fantastic. We'll take that one out carefully. And this one. And just with a knife, we're just going to cut them into big chunks. Of course, if you can't find American cheese, you could just sprinkle over some cheddar. Even some feta would work quite nicely with this. So we'll grab our mushrooms and we'll just pile them up onto one side. Lots of mushies. And our delicious burger sauce, we're going to drizzle that over the top. And there you have it. And that is a deconstructed burger using mushrooms. I love this. This is fun food. Friday night, you feel like a burger, but you don't want all of the bun. You can transform it into a salad that's going to be delicious. I'm going to have a little taste. This mushroom right here. I want to dip it into the sauce. That actually tastes like a hamburger. And what's best about it is the mushroom addition. It's great to have a break from meat sometimes and use mushrooms instead because they are so versatile and they're a great substitute. That looks fantastic. Everyone that you make that for is going to love it.